What's going on, guys? So today, Happy Gilmore 2 released on Netflix, and I'm going to preface this by saying, huge Adam Sandler fan. From the albums to SNL to even recently when he started going back on tour, I've gone and seen him. I mean, this is my guy. I absolutely love Adam Sandler, and while I know that none of his movies are going to be Oscar-winning performances or go down as the greatest thing to ever hit cinema, when I watch an Adam Sandler movie, I know what to expect from an Adam Sandler movie, and that's why I enjoy him. I enjoy him putting his buddies in his movies. I enjoy, some reoccurring characters. Anytime Rob Schneider shows up and says, "You can do it," I'm happy. So when they announced Happy Gilmore 2 was coming, I went, great, Happy Gilmore is one of my most favorite comedies of all time. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, those are like my top Adam Sandler movies. And then I was worried, why are we doing this 30 years later? Well, we got that answer today. And it pains me to say it. This was not a very good movie, even by Adam Sandler standards. So I didn't write any of this down, and I don't have a script, and I'm just going to shoot from the cuff here because that's the best way I can give my raw, thoughts on this. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I just feel like this was something we've seen before. Your typical, my character was on a high and then they got knocked down and they have to build themselves back up. It's a very standard, redemption story. But this felt like Cameo the movie. I know Adam Sandler has a lot of cameos in his movie and he brings a lot of friends and famous people in, but my God, every single character in this movie is like look, it's Celebrity A, Celebrity B, all the way to Celebrity Z. And every single character outside of a few characters in this movie are completely annoying and insufferable, and I see what they're trying to do. A lot of the people they couldn't bring back, now the character replacing them is that person's child. Do that with a character, fine. They do that with 3 or 4 characters. It's this person's not alive anymore, so there's his son. This person's not alive anymore. Well, we'll bring in their son, and this person's not alive anymore, so let's bring in their son. And can you please, if you're referencing the previous movie, I don't need a fucking clip to be played from that movie every time that happens 20 times in this movie. If you didn't see the first movie, you shouldn't be watching this one. It got annoying real quick. Every time a character would pop up or they'd make a reference, they would show a clip from the first movie. Completely unnecessary. And like I said, every character is pretty insufferable other than Happy, John Daly, and Shooter McGavin. Those 3 are the standouts. They are hilarious. John Daly's fucking a blast in this movie. He's funny, and it's great. Sandler's kids, other than his daughter, you got MJF in there. And if you're not a wrestling fan, you probably don't even know who that is. But the shtick where it's his kids are angry all the time and want to fight is funny the first 3 times, 4 times it happens in the movie, but upon the 20th time that they just lose their temper and want to fight and yell and scream, it's not funny anymore. I'm sorry. There is a really good scene between Happy and Shooter in a cemetery, and I won't spoil it, but they give a lot of time and a lot of respect to people who are no longer with us and characters that are no longer with us, and I think it's done in a funny way and a clever way, and that's good. And there's an emotional scene. Emotional for me, it was being a father. It did. There's a real good scene between him and his real life daughter in the movie near the end, and it's cute, and the way they play it off, it's adorable, and I liked it. So I mean, it's your standard Adam Sandler affair, but I feel like it was kind of phoned in. It's hard to explain. Like, I don't think it's a terrible movie, but I'm seeing a lot of people like, oh, it's as funny as the first. This is not anywhere close to being as good as the first one. Not by a long shot. And anyone who says that it is, I'm sorry. Die-hard Adam Sandler fan. And I could watch Adam Sandler take a shit and think it's funny. This was just It was average. Even for a bottom tier Adam Sandler movie, it was average. So I mean, it's basically, story wise, it's, Happy's on top, from his golf career, and tragedy strikes and he gives up on life, and he gives up on golf, and he gives up on everything, and he becomes an alcoholic, and there's something that happens in life where he's like, oh, another thing pops up where I gotta make some money, and I gotta make some money fast. Right back to golf. And, it's paint by numbers for a story like this. And he goes through, the hilarity of trying to get his, skills back because he hasn't golfed in 10 years. So now he, doesn't know how to golf anymore, just completely sucks at it. And, he works his way back up, and the golfers, I know they're golfers and they're not actors, but there's so many golfers in this movie who can't act, and it's painful to watch them on screen try to act and try to be funny, and it doesn't work. I get it. You're trying to put real golfers into a movie about golf, and they poke fun at the PGA versus the Live Tour, how the new tour come in and try. The last third of the movie, the last act of the movie, is the most god-awful, stupid crap that you'll ever see. And I'm not going to spoil it if you want to see it, but just, they parody the PGA versus the Live thing with this maxi golf club thing. And it's like the X Games of golf. They have to golf and go through obstacle courses and all this stupid shit. It's dumb. And there's a lot of CGI in it. And it's just where the first Happy Gilmore, I know it was ridiculous, but it at least seemed like it was a little bit more grounded in reality. This is just, it just goes off the rails at the end of the movie. And it's weird, and just, I'm watching the end of the movie, and I'm like, they really had to go this route, and I don't know. It didn't do it for me. It didn't do it for me. And I love Adam Sandler. I can go turn on Hubie Halloween right now and laugh my ass off. I don't know, but this just, it just didn't do it for me, and that sucks because I love Adam Sandler, and it's whoa, after all these years, would you do a Happy Gilmore 2 or a Billy Madison 2? And now, God, I hope you don't announce doing a Billy Madison 2. He's going on tour again, and I would love to see him live again, because his last special was amazing, and we saw him live when he was in Chicago the last time, and it was great, and it was back more to his roots, and, I love him. I'll still watch anything he puts out, but this was just kind of a stinker in my opinion. So here comes the part that I'm not looking forward to. I gotta give this a score. And it hurts, but I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. I can't go any higher with it. There are some bad Adam Sandler movies that I could still give a 5 or a 6 out of 10 because there's just something about him funny, either references to his old albums or whatever. This was just, I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was. It moved fast. They didn't really stick to things very long. There's a bit where his old caddy is in it, And he's all grown up now. The blonde haired kid where he's like, you know, the blonde kid with the big nose. And there's this like kind of like subtle like, I hate you, Happy, I never forgave you. And nothing comes of it. Nothing happens. They play golf against each other and I'm thinking, oh, this guy's going to sabotage him. Nothing. Nothing happens. Just, we're going to throw that in there and then do nothing with it. So it's shit like that. Where you had some setups for some stuff that could have been funny and you just pissed it away because you got to have Post Malone and you got to have Bad Bunny and you got to have just Becky Lynch and who else I can reach into a bag. Eric Andre, just I'm going to reach into the bag of celebrities and just I have to throw them in the movie to give them parts because people are going to be like, oh, I know that person. Ha 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 ha. Like I'm going to laugh because it's a celebrity and not laugh because the movie's funny. So I can't even like recommend saying like go out and watch this like ASAP. If you want to watch it. Maybe you'll like it better than I did, but I think for an Adam Sandler film, this just didn't deliver. So for that, 4 out of 10. Thank you guys for spending time with me, and I will see you all later.